Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. All right, and I'm going to start in Sirach 12 and 10. All right, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right, never trust thine enemy. Now, Negroes, Latinos, Natives, Seminole Indians, all right, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel, from Judah on down to Issachar, all right. The Most High is telling you never trust your enemy. All right, we know that these words are for the Israelites. Now, our enemies are who? The other nations. The other nations who you try to be kind to and, be in cahoots with. And, you think these nations actually like or care about you. All right, these are the enemies that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has ordered us not to trust. All right, and the scriptures is going to get into it. All right, chiefly Esau. All right, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. All right, though he humble himself and go crouching. All right, because when Esau is humbling himself, it's a trap. It's disingenuous. If the Edomite is doing so, all he's trying to do is get you to let your guard down to attack you. And he's done this shape over and over again. I continue, but it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Because if you know anything about rust, it said you have a rusty pipe. Rust doesn't go away. Like you can get some solution or some type of spray, and you can clean it off. It'll be shiny. It'll look brand new, but that rust is gonna come back to the surface. Right? The rust that's within the metal is going to come back to the surface, just like the evil that's within Esau is always going to come back to the surface. But you can't help himself. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up from thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Because that's what Esau does to all the nations, all right? But we're talking about the Israelites, the Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, all right? That's what Esau does to our people, man. He humbles himself, he goes with caution. All right? One thing that he loves to do is act like the evil or the wickedness that he's bringing to you is actually helpful. It's like that RFID chip. You see they setting stage now, Well, this man was a paraplegic. We put the chip in him. Now he can walk. This man was blind. Whatever disabilities or, physical or mental, shortcomings that an individual may have, Esau is going to present that chip, and it's going to be like a miracle to these people. But we know what he's giving you is what is destruction. If you take that RFID chip, you good as dead. So that's one of the ways that he goes to crouching. He humbles himself. Look, this is just to help y'all. He know that it's wicked. That's why you can never trust him. But the Israelites are 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They trust Esau more than they trust the Most High. So it's gonna be it's gonna be resistance amongst the elect, but to the people, they're gonna take that chip immediately. People have it already. We know this. Seen the Israelite woman. She was a military woman. I don't know if you've seen this video, and she has it, and she's trying to convince her husband or boyfriend or whatever that their kid should get it in this video. Because Esau told her, all right, that relationship between the serpent and the woman, Esau told her, all right, this is good. This is more convenient. This is easy. Look, it's cool. You know, anything you can just sell a woman in. Who will pity a farmer that is bitten with serpent, or such as come nigh wild beasts? Who will pity a farmer that is bitten with a serpent? Because if a farmer gets bit by a serpent, if you know the imagery of a charmer like playing, I think it's a flute, you know, and the snake come out dancing. But if that snake was to bite that charmer in the midst of that action, would you feel sorry for him? No. What you doing with a snake in a box? You know, speaking of charmer, what you doing? You going to the woods, like I said, any such as some nine wild beast. You know, you square up with a bear in the morning. What you doing out there with that bear, man? Nobody gonna feel sorry for you. You're an idiot. Right? And that same way of thinking, that same mindset is how brothers don't feel sorry for 2/3 of the nation of Israel. You're being told little Esau is a serpent, wild beast as well. You look at the characteristics of a serpent or a wild, untamed animal like Esau. So why you over there? Why is you dealing with him? And that's why there's going to be no pity. All right, it says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? That's 2/3 of the nation of Israel. You defiled with Esau. You are Edomite. The basis of everything you do is Edomite shit. Holidays, you know, when you talk about Christmas, Thanksgiving, Edomite business. Valentine's Day, wearing a suit and tie, all this mixed linen that we wear. Abominable foods have become delicacies in America. All these type of things. You're defiled with him because you chose his lifestyle. And Jake has a long history of choosing the lifestyle or the ways of the heathen. You know. Matter of fact, just right quick. Especially when Jake feels as though they're in distress. Now, the scriptures say that we're not going to be able to buy or sell. Check out that RFID. I'm going to go to Revelation first. All right. So that's going to put Jake in distress, man. And when Jake is in distress, there you go. All right. Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast would both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? So if you don't worship the image of the beast, you can get put to death. You don't take that RFID chip, you get put to death. You pray at the Most High from our enemies. But the reality is, we're going to be martyrs in this thing, as the scripture says. Alright, but continuing on, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Alright, that charagma. Alright, but you see it say rich, poor, small, great, rich, poor, free, bond. Whatever level of society you want, you're going to have to take this RFID microchip. Or you're going to be presented with it. Alright. But this is the point that I wanted to grab, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Alright? So you're totally going to be cut off from society. And you got to have faith to deal with that. And we know 2/3 of the nation of Israel don't have faith. All right. Now, I grabbed that to grab this in Maccabees as an example of Jake in distress and how quickly, all right, they ran to their enemies. All right. After his death. Yeah. First Maccabees 1:11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. And that's why they will not depart in this modern day time. That's when they will not depart from Esau. They're going to fold quickly, man. Let's make a covenant with the heathen, an agreement with the heathen, which we ain't supposed to be making no agreement with no heathens. Yeah. It says, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. I said, this is the mindset of 2/3 of the nation of Israel. When we departed from them, we got much sorrow, man. We got to go back to Esau, right? So it says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, right? Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. All right, in the modern day, what's that mischief that they're going to be sold to do? Taking that RFID microchip. Jake doesn't know any other way outside of Esau. All right. Isaiah 30:1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. What's that covering? They covering with Esau. They think they under protection of Esau. That cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. All right. That take counsel, but not of me. Because going back to the Maccabees that I just read, when they took that counsel, they ain't reverence the Lord or pray on it. They just said, look, man, let's go join the heathen. All right. Continuing on, it says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, that covenant with the heathen. Man. You see, the Maccabees, they said, since we departed from them, man, we've been sorrowful, man. You know, so they went and made that covenant with the heathen to what? Strengthen themselves in the strength, in the strength of Pharaoh, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right? Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt you are confusing, because Pharaoh, okay, the modern day Pharaoh that's being spoken of, they ain't got no power. I mean, they ain't got no strength. So that's why the strength gonna be your shame, because you're gonna see them get smashed like a bug. The Most High, y'all about Shem out, Shah, you gonna make easy work of Esau and the nations. All right. I'm gonna see if I can find the scripture. Oh yeah, there you go. Lamentations 1:11. All her people sigh, and this is Lamentations. You know, Jake, Most High judging Jake going through it, right? All her people sigh. They seek bread. They have given their pleasant things for meat to relieve their soul. See, O Lord, and consider, for I have become vile. All right, Jake giving their pleasant things for meat to relieve their soul. All right, that goes to the to trusting in Pharaoh. That goes to the mind state of making a covenant with the heathen, all to relieve their soul. Now knowing you ain't doing nothing but damning your soul. All right, closing your own casket if you go down there and take that RFID microchip, or continue to trust in Esau, or Pharaoh, in the strength of Pharaoh, as the scriptures say. And I'm gonna go back. It's just a rock. Salaki, I ain't mean to make this video this long. 12. Okay, so what was that? Okay. Sirach 12 and 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? For one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? All right. So although Jake, in their mind, they're going to be doing this to relieve their soul, there's going to be no pity or no sympathy for him. Because the word is out there, so you should know better. It says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. All right, so this is the Most High telling you the nature of your enemies, chiefly Esau. All right, if adversity, verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, man. So basically, your enemy is only humbling himself. He's only crouching down and all that to turn on you. So knowing this, you know that anything that your enemy presents to you to be helpful or good for you is actually what? It's bad for you. Medicines, you know what I mean? You see those commercials. Did you take this medicine 3 years ago? Well, you can get some money if it messed you up, right? But 3 years ago, they ain't tell you shit about it messing you up or harming you. Even though they knew that was going to happen. Just for example. All right, but the chief example is that RFID microchip. All right, he's gonna speak sweetly with his lips. All right, they gonna make that thing, they gonna shine it up, man. You know. And people are gonna be flocking, Israel are gonna be flocking to get it, man. All right. But I ain't gonna hold you. Just wanted to make that quick video. A boost edifying. Shalom.